Hello students, all of you are able to hear me clearly? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
we have to calculate the operating cycle for 2019 and 2020. They have given you the stock of raw material, work in progress, the amount, how much work in progress raw material or semi-finished products are lying on the floor, and stock of finished goods amount they have given you. The purchases they have did in the particular financial year they have given you in 2019 and 20. Okay, a cost of goods sold for calculation. Hello. The cost of goods
Yes.
sold they are also given. Okay, the cost of goods sold they have given to you for the each of the year, and debtors for the year and creditors for the year. We have to assume that in a year there are 360 days per year for computational for our purpose. Okay, now all of you are able to view my screen, students. Now we will see the solution for this, how we have to calculate the operating cycle for the year. Okay, just I will make a, okay, two tables in front of you. All of you to make with me only, students. Okay.
Yes.
How I am making? Please make with me. Then it is easier for all of you. Okay. Firstly, first item, it is a raw material, raw material stock I will write. Okay. How much raw material we required in a year? Hello students, tell me. Students, how much raw material we required? Average raw material we required in a year, or we are keeping a stock of raw material, average stock of raw material. Students, for 2019, tell me how much?
40,000, sir.
40,000.
40,000.
I will write
40,000.
here stock of RM. You are able to understand this is raw material. Okay. And how much raw material we have purchased in 2019? Students, how much raw material we have purchased in 2019?
40,000, sir.
No, beta, this is stock of raw material we are keeping. The purchase, see here, the purchase is 1,92,000. What you are going to purchase?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Clear? It is an understanding from us. We from the purchase expenses they have given to you means what you are going to purchase from what you have purchased. You have purchased a raw material only. Okay. Divided by total this into number of days in a year. Okay, this calculation we have to do for 2019 and 2020. Okay, students, you are getting my points? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Stock of raw material 2019 40,000 divided by total purchases in 2019 1,92,000. Okay, then bracket complete. Then number of days in a year, how many days are there in the year? They have told specifically 360. Okay, how much comes after solving this bracket, this calculation? How much comes? Tell me.
0.9. Okay.
How much comes?
75, sir.
40,000. Firstly, we have to do 40,000 divided by 1,92,000. How much comes?
Point.
0.220. Okay, 0.20 multiplied by 360.
75, sir.
75. This is 75. This is days. Okay.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
75 days we have calculated for raw material. Okay. For calculating operating cycle, we require this all. Okay. We are adding the raw material stock, that period, work in progress period, finished product period we are adding. Okay. That we are going to see. Then next in 2020, how much is the raw material stock?
54,000.
54.
54. How much purchases we have did?
2,70,000.
2 lakh
Lakh
70,000. Bracket complete multiplied by 360 and is equals to how much comes?
72.
72 days.
72. These are the days. Okay, likewise, a second part. Just 1 minute. Okay, you are able to understand.
Yes, sir.
If you are able to view na screen. सबको दिख रही है ना screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Work in progress. Regarding work in progress, what they have told you? Work in progress is how much? Stock of work in progress.
Working 28,000.
Here for you, I will write stock of VIP, work in progress. Okay, divided by work in progress is a how much? 28,000 for 2019 and 36 for 2020.
20.
Work in progress divided by sold. Please mute yourself, students. Number of days in a year. Okay. Do this calculation. How much comes work in progress in stock for 2019? 28,000. Then cost of goods sold 2,80,000. Bracket complete. Why we have taken cost of goods sold here? Because students, because in a work in progress means the raw material is lying on a floor. Okay, the raw material is lying on the floor and this raw work in progress is semi finished product. Some labor, some additional expenses we have used. Means we have used maintenance, we have used the machinery, we have used the labors to produce a product. That's the reason we are taking cost of goods sold, total amount. But here in previously we have seen the raw material, just the raw material purchases amount we have taken. But here in a work in progress we are going to take a cost of goods sold, total expenses which we have made. Okay, multiplied by 360 is equals to how much comes, students? Tell
36 days. Sir.
36. How many days? 36 days. These all are in days. Okay, likewise in 2020 how much comes? How much comes?
162.
So here I have left, forgotten to take 360. Okay, 3,60,000 is the cost of goods sold for 2020. How much comes?
36 days, sir.
36 days. Okay. Now same way for finished goods we have to do. Finished goods. Finished goods. Finished goods. Again I will write stock of finished goods FG. okay, divided by to cost of goods sold. Okay, COGS, cost of goods sold. All of you are able to understand because there is a
Yes, sir.
space. So, number of days in. Students, please mute yourself. Okay, in 2019, okay, finished goods stock is 42,000 divided by cost of goods sold. Cost of goods sold 2,80,000. Bracket complete multiplied by 360 is equals to how much comes?
54 days.
54.
4 days. And then next, here the finished goods in stock 48,000 and cost of goods sold for 2020 is 3,60,000. 3,60,000 bracket complete multiplied by 360 is equals to how much comes?
48 days.
48 days.
48 days. Just 1 minute, huh? 48 days. 48 days. This is clear. Then fourth point, here credit period. Creditors period. Okay. Then whatever creditors they have given you, I will write this all are our average creditors. Average creditors for 2019, how much? Average creditors for 2019? Students, average creditors 32,000, 2019. Okay. Average creditors, then divided by total sales. Sorry, instead of write total purchases. Number of days in year. Okay, this equation we have to solve. Average creditors for 2020 32,000 divided by total purchases 1,92,000. Bracket complete multiplied by 360 is equals to
Is equal to 60 days.
50 days.
and same way for 2020 also you have to do 36,000 divided by 2,70,000 bracket complete multiplied by 360 days. How much comes?
48 days.
8 days.
48.
Okay, 48 days. The next point only remains with us, that is debtors. That is debtors collection period. Debtors. Average debtors divided by total sales bracket complete number of multiplied by number of days. Okay, I will take down number of days in a year. Here, how much is the average debtors for 2019? 64,000. And total sales 3,20,000. Total sales 2019 divided by 3,20,000 bracket complete multiplied by 360 days. How much comes answer?
72.
72
Days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
days.
Then next same in 2020 1 lakh is your average debtors and the sales price total sales 4 lakh.
4 lakh.
4 lakh bracket complete multiplied by 360 is equals to how much
90
comes?
days.
90.
90.
90 days. Okay, then next is net operating cycle we have to calculate. Okay, net operating cycle, how we are going to calculate? Students, tell me. Students, tell me net operating cycle. I have shown you once. Okay, when we are studying the theory part, that time I have showed you how we are going to calculate the operating cycle period. Okay, students, tell me, I have shown you, all of you remembering anyone? Hello, anyone remembers? Okay, anyone remembers? I have shown you. Can I show you again? Just 1 minute, I will show you my presentation, then you are able to understand. Okay, see here. You are able to view my screen, students?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Raw material storage period, work in progress holding period, whatever period work in progress we have calculated, finished good storage period, debtors collection period, and creditors collection period we have calculated. R plus W plus F plus D we have to do, minus C we have to do, creditor period which we have availed, that we have to do minus. Okay. Can I move to our problem? Okay, this is
Yes.
our problem. Net operating cycle is equals to, I will write first here, firstly raw material plus work in progress plus FG plus D, debtors, and then minus you have to do C, that is creditors. Okay, work in progress and raw material finished goods we have to add. See here, 75 plus 36 plus 54 plus, what you have to do again? 54 after that, students, how much we have to add? 72 minus 60, how much comes? The net
72.
operating cycle?
72 minus 60.
Yes, then how much comes net operating cycle?
177.
177. Same way for this, 72 plus 36 plus 48 plus 90 minus 48.
198.
98 days. These all are in days, huh? Net operating cycle. This many days we
Yes,
require
sir.
to complete
Periods.
one cycle. Okay, we always try to minimize the operating cycle and increase the number of operating cycles in a year. Abhi 360 days are there, but how many in 2019 our operating cycle, net operating cycle is 177 days, means we are able to do hardly two or more operating cycles. Okay, and in the year 2020 we are able to do only 1.7 operating cycle, like 365 days you can consider. You will get the number of operating cycles you did in the particular year. You getting my point, students? Means that the circulation of money only two times. If the circulation of money increases, the operating cycle decreases. Like in 2019 it is a 177 days, but if it is decreased to 100 days, what happens in a year? In 360 days we are able to complete 3 operating cycles. Okay, you getting my point, students? The
Yes, sir.
operating cycle, we always try
Yes,
to
sir.
minimize the operating cycle. Okay. First, what they have asked you from the following data, data, compute the duration of operating cycle for each of 2 years and comment the increase or decrease. We have to comment there is an increase, why there is an increase, and why there is a decrease. Okay, you got my point, students? Hello.
Yes, sir.
We have compared
Yes, sir.
2 years operating cycles. Okay, like see here, the operating cycle actually increased from 2019 to 2020. It has increased. How much it has increased? Tell me how many days it has increased? 19 to 20.
21
Yeah.
21, sir.
days.
Okay, there is a increase in the length of operating cycle by how many days?
21 days.
21.
Length of operating cycle by 21 days. Okay, 21 days, how it is comes? 198 minus 177. This is clear. Then percentage of increment, how much percentage has increased? Percentage. How you are going to calculate increase in the percentage? Students. Okay, how you are going to calculate percentage? Percentage. How you are going to calculate percentage, students? आपण शिकलोय ना? All of you have learned percentage, how to calculate? How much comes? 11.866 means 12%. Okay, approximately. It is clear, students?
Yes, sir.
Hello, all of you are with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
yes, sir.
Okay. Then in which particular item, in which particular period there is an increase? See here, raw materials, raw material stock. Okay, you can say stock of number of days the raw material is in stock. It is in 2015 19 it is 75. Now it is a decrease to 72. It is okay. But where there is an increase, that is a alarming figure for us to control on that. Okay. See here, it is a decrease. 3 days there is a decrease in the period for raw materials. Work in progress 36 there is no increase decrease. For finished goods again there is a decrease 54 to 48 days. Okay, 6 days there is a decrease. And in a creditor period we are availed, like there is a previously we are availing 60 days credit. Now we are availing only 12 days credit. See here, when you purchase a raw material from the particular party, then you are becoming creditor. Okay, you are becoming creditor. You have taken 60 days credit previously, but now credit period is decreased to 48 days. It is good for you or bad? Students, hello, all of you are with me?
Bad, sir. Bad.
It is not
Bad, sir.
healthy for organization. It is not healthy for organization. If the stock of raw material has decreased, it is good, but it is not healthy for you. If there is a credit period which you are availing from creditors, it is decreased. Okay, debtors period, again you can see in 72 days you are able to collect your dues from your debtors. Okay, as a bills receivable, but it has increased to 90 days. It is not healthy for organization. This has caused to increase the number of days in a operating cycle from 2019 to 2020. Okay, again I will draw two table. Okay, debtors taking longer time to pay. How many days it has taken longer time? 90 days minus 72 days. How much comes? 18
18.
days. Okay, now creditors receiving payment earlier. Earlier payment they were receiving. Okay. अभी पहले हम 60 days में पेमेंट करते थे, अब 48 days में कर रहे हैं पेमेंट. Okay. Then it is 12 days early we have to make a payment to creditors. Okay. How much comes of this to 30 days. 30 days. Sorry, 30 days. Okay. Then next we are going to deduct this. We have added this to raw material stock turnover period. Lower, turnover is lower. Stock turnover is lower. 75 minus 72. How many days? This 3 days. Way for finished goods, over lowered from 54 to 48. Okay, how many days? 6 days. Total is this for 9 days, you can say. Okay. From here 21 days. How we have calculated 21 days directly, but where we have to concentrate more. Okay, where we have concentrate more, where our control has gone wrong. Here debtors has increased, we have to control on debtors, and we have to avail more credit period from creditors, that is shows. And raw material turnover is lower, it is good one. For these two it is good. Okay, but these two are concern for us. You getting my point, students?
Yes,
Hello?
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, you got this point?
Yes.
Can I give a simple problem, similar problem to you? Okay.
Yes, sir.
You are able to calculate?
Yes, sir.
Yes. All of you are with me, students, or anyone required some time to write?
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
All of you are with me, or someone requires time to write? Students? Hello?
Sir, take a screenshot, sir, please.
Yeah, you want to take a screenshot. Okay.
Yes.
Take a screenshot of the problem.
Done, sir. Change the slide.
Okay. Take down solution, net operating cycle. Yes, done with this. Okay, done with this.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Then take a comment and last one.
Done, sir.
Now we are going to see this next problem, which is little bit difficult, I will say. Okay, it is little bit difficult for all of you. Cycle. Just 1 minute, I am giving you 120. sales okay, cost of goods sold 90%, opening inventory 96 lakhs, closing inventory 102 lakhs, opening debtors 86 lakhs, closing debtors 90 lakhs, opening creditors 56 lakhs and closing creditors lakhs. कैलकुलेट कंप्यूट लिखा है मैंने दिया है ठीक है डन दिस इज अ प्रॉब्लम फॉर ऑल ऑफ यू students what you
Yes, sir.
from this problem you have to calculate net operating cycle of the company you have to compute operating cycle I will write operating cycle you have to compute the operating cycle from the data given to you what you have to do firstly students yes anyone hello anyone can tell me what you have to do first the cost of goods sold they have given you in percentage 90% hello
Yes, sir.
yeah cost of goods sold they have given you 90% means what how much will be the cost of goods sold we require this all figures huh? Average inventory average debtors average creditors we require okay hello students all of you are able to hear me
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
yeah
Yes, sir.
what we have to do first cost of goods sold we required to calculate the operating cycle okay operating cycle here they have not given you the stock of raw material stock of finished goods stock of work in progress they have given you the inventory okay opening and closing inventory they have given to you okay instead of in previous problem we have seen the raw material stock finished goods stock work in progress stock they have given you but here they have given you inventory includes all out of this all three this you can say okay it is clear this much students
Yes.
okay then cost of goods sold is how much cost of goods sold they have said here 90% cost of goods sold includes all types of cost which we are going to incur but not profit it will going to include but it will include all types of cost but in sales what we are going to include in sales what is included in sales the cost total cost plus profit is clear this much
Yes,
students
sir.
then tell
Yes.
me cost of goods sold is how much okay tell me students see here Cost of goods sold means total cost which we have incurred to produce a product. Sales means total cost plus profit. Then tell me cost of goods sold means total cost is how much? Hello, all of you are with me, students? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, tell me the cost of goods sold is how much? How much? अभी बताओ 90% of sales. How much?
720 lakhs.
720 lakhs.
720 lakhs. Simple here. Sales includes total cost plus profit. Total cost means cost of goods sold. Then you have to calculate cost of goods sold how much you required for the calculation further. You require na this cost of goods sold, students?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Then purchases. How much is your purchases? Purchases is how much? Students, your purchases is how much? See here, students, all of you have to visualize the trading account. Trading account, all of you have to visualize the trading account. Okay, trading account, debit side, the opening stock, first item, and credit side, last item is closing stock. And credit side, trading account, first item is a sales. And debit side, all purchases, all types of expenses comes. Okay, all which are direct. All of you have to visualizing this. Students, hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah. Here they have given you these two cost of
Yes,
goods sold,
sir.
you know, the closing inventory, you know, and opening inventory, you know. Okay. Then purchases is how much you have to calculate. See here, student, the closing inventory and cost of goods sold minus opening inventory means your purchases. Cost of goods sold, whatever purchases we have did, okay, we not aware about that. Whatever purchases we have did, that purchases we have used for selling the product, manufacturing the product, and some of the purchases are as a closing inventory, and some of the purchase of like previous year's opening stock we have used. You getting my point? Raw material, opening stock we have
Yes,
used,
sir.
and some purchases we have purchased. We are not aware about that. That purchases we have sold, and some closing stock of raw material remains. Okay, closing stock, closing inventory I will write for you. Inventory, why? Okay, plus cost of goods sold minus opening inventory. Opening inventory. Okay, this much is clear, students? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Then you are able to calculate purchases amount.
726, sir.
Yeah, you are able to calculate. That is, I will write for you again. 96. Sorry, 96 not. Closing inventory 102. 102 plus 720 minus 96. Okay, this is right.
Yes, sir. 726.
Okay. Then purchase we have calculated it, and whenever we required the average inventory, average debtors, average creditors, you have to calculate. Average inventory, how you are going to calculate average inventory? Average inventory, how you are going to calculate? Opening plus closing inventory divided by 2, that is average inventory. Opening debtors plus closing debtors, that divided by 2, that is average debtors. Average creditors, opening plus closing divided by 2. You are able to calculate this average inventory, average debtors, average creditors, students. So,
Yes, sir.
yeah. Okay, in next class we are going to see the further point of problem, And anyone have any doubts in this? Otherwise, we will calculate here itself. Average inventory, we have to average inventory is equals to opening
Yes, sir. Inventory.
plus closing inventory divided by 2. How much comes?
99, sir. 99, sir.
How much comes? 99.
Yes, sir.
Okay, like same way. Like same way you have to calculate average debtors. Opening debtors plus closing debtors divided by 2. How much comes?
73 lakhs.
73. ओपनिंग डेटर्स कितने हैं बताओ बेटा? ओपनिंग डेटर्स कितने हैं?
Sir, 88, sir.
Sir, 88 lakhs. Answer is sir.
8 lakhs है. Fifth, average creditors. I will writing formula for all of you. It is simple. How much comes?
58 lakhs.
Okay. This all be required. This average inventory. See here in the last problem, I have used the average somewhere. Average creditors, average debtors. We require this. Okay, but in the problem they have asked you specifically 2 figures we have taken. Okay, opening closing they have not given you just expenses. We have taken that only. But here they have given you 2 figures and we have to calculate. Okay, we have to calculate the operating cycle for 2020 only. That's the reason we are doing that. Okay, now you can do 2 columns we have to draw. Insert 2 columns, that is plus days. First is inventory cycle. Okay, inventory cycle is equals to average inventory divided by average cost of goods sold. I will take 365 days in a year. How many days comes here? Students, if you are doing a calculation, 99 divided by 720 bracket complete multiplied by 365 is equals to how much comes? Why I have taken a average cost of goods sold? Here they have given you cost of goods sold 7,720 lakhs, and we are calculating for all the total item of inventory. Okay, inventory cycle. We are considering raw material, work in progress, finished goods. In previous problem, we have seen that for the 2 purposes, work in progress and for finished goods, we have taken a cost of goods sold. See here. But here in this problem, we are considering all types of inventories. We are considering. They are not bifurcated the inventories of raw material, work in progress, or finished goods. Okay, how much comes here, students? Tell me. Hello.
So 50.18.
How much?
50.187.
Of days means instead of 50.18 days, I will take 50 days. Okay. I'm nearest figure. I'm going to round off.
Yes, sir.
Same way, you have to calculate debtors cycle. Creditors cycle. Okay. Then next, net operating cycle. Okay. You are able to do this much, students?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Anyone have any doubts in this?
No, sir.
Okay, for debtors
No, sir.
calculation, all of you have to take a total sales. Okay, average debtors divided by total sales multiplied by number of days. Okay, average debtors divided by total sales into number of days for calculation of debtors. For creditors, you can consider average creditors divided by total purchases. Total purchases means cost of goods sold. Okay, we have calculated purchases. 726 days purchases we have calculated. For calculating creditors, average creditors divided by total purchases. Total purchases we have calculated 726 days, 726 lakhs. Okay. Now I am going to end the meeting. Anyone have any doubts in these, students?